Hello everyone. We'll be getting started soon. We will be give me a moment. It's been a minute since I've been here, so please don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me. Son of a bitch. Okay, whatever. We'll give me a second and okay, we're good. We're good. All right. Hello everyone. Welcome. Hi. It's been a while since I've been here. I'm back. I got a lot to talk about today. I have a lot to talk about today that still not feeling 100%, so I don't know how long the stream is going to be. I don't know what we're doing, but it's stuff that I do want to talk about. So basically, we're going to go through and talk about the last 2 weeks, where I was, what happened, all that good stuff. We're going to talk about the top 100 because there's stuff to talk about. And lastly, it's basically going to be talking about what's going to be happening with this channel, the changes that's going to be made over this coming year, all that good stuff. So after that, if we have time, patience, and my fucking computer wants to cooperate, we'll play a video game. But I don't know yet. That is still up in the air. So, I guess we'll dive right onto it, and I'll start with the first thing is I tried to hide it as best as I could while doing the top 100. I know a lot of the people involved know because I was talking about it. I was not feeling healthy that day. I went into that event very sick. Originally we weren't supposed to take that many breaks throughout the stream. But I needed to take them mostly because I was throwing up every. Thank you, Graham. I was throwing up in those. I was like, when I say I was sick, I mean I was sick. And Jesus fucking Christ, we just fucking work. Oh, you came unattached. That's fucking cute. That's real fucking cute. God dang it, There we go. Hopefully that fixes it. Okay, cool. What's up? Cause you see, yeah, no, I was not doing well. So I'm gonna talk about it. The stress level in the last week of planning. I was not sleeping well. I was getting maybe 3 to 4 hours of sleep a night. I am an older gentleman. You see, I'm pushing 40. I am at a point now where trying to get that 6 to 8 hours of sleep is actually a priority to me, where I was getting 3 to 4. I also had not eaten for about 3 days before this event, so when the event came, I was not in a great shape. So throughout the event, like, it was something that I was rushing towards the end. I'm just like, I want to get this done. I want to get back in bed. I do not feel good. Fast forward to New Year's Eve. It wasn't even a matter of food. It's just I wasn't doing it because I was so stressed out. It was a stress diet thing. It happens. I have the tendency when I get really tunnel vision into doing something, I tend to forget about other aspects of my health that I need to think about. So fast forward to New Year's Eve. It is progressively getting worse to the point New Year's Eve, I found myself with a fever of 105. I got to start this new year in the hospital. IV hookup and everything. It was it was not a great way to start the year. Turns out, on top of the fact that I wasn't eating, sleeping, drinking anything of nutritional value or anything like that, I had basically put myself in a position where I was like, oh, hey, Neurovirus, please come on in. What's up? It is a party in here, and you are invited personally. So I did come down with the Neurovirus on top of all of this, and it basically completely messed up my system. Bad. By the time I went to the hospital, I haven't eaten out. It was probably a week since the last time I've eaten. before the event, I was 212 pounds. I'm a thick boy. When I went to the ER and got all this done, I was down to 192 in a few days. So I was not in a good shape. So when I came home from the hospital on New Year's Day, so I was only there for like a day, it wasn't a huge issue. They did kind of put me on a little bit of a diet where I needed to be. Oh, I forgot the best part. So in my infinite dehydration, in trying to please my doctors and eat, I'm like, you know what? Just give me like some saltines. I know you got like little packets in there. They absolutely destroyed the roof of my mouth. Like it looked like a scene from a zombie movie. The way blood was gushing out of my mouth. It was bad. I absolutely destroyed myself for this. So obviously, with this level of health, I was not able to sit down and really do a stream for a while. They did. I have been on a diet of Ensure for about a week now. I just now am starting to kind of get my normal back into place. Fun fact, for everyone that knows me knows that I'm big. I do love my coffee. I have not had a coffee in 2 weeks. I have not had any form of caffeine in 2 weeks. The downside is I'm constantly tired and I feel like I'm dying. The upside is I am falling asleep at night like it is the easiest thing in the world. So, and I mean I'm down weight, so good. Gotta take the silver lining somewhere. Have to take the silver line somewhere. But yeah. So for a few days it was kind of like, all right, well, with the roof of your mouth being absolutely destroyed and all this stuff, have an Ensure or Boost or whatever. I went with Ensure. Even now, I'm not like I'm still kind of getting over it. The neurovirus is no joke. It is no joke. Like it is nothing that is over the top, but it will level you. And I know poor Grem was also recently. I need to fix my background music real quick. Was came down with a little bit of a sickiness too, so I know they understand. Ooh. But yeah, so basically over the past 2 weeks, I've been deathly sick. I've been in the hospital. I've been on bed rest because between the not eating and drinking and sleeping and being sick, it was to a point my body was so weak I could barely walk. It was bad. Things and it had to be replaced. Oh god. I'll have to look into that. I mean, I did today have a sandwich for the first time. It was only half a sandwich, but my appetite still hasn't fully returned. Normally I'm a big eater, and this is I have had no appetite for like a while now. I've had Rona, but basically stay in bed 4 days and recover. I mean, I feel if I didn't stress myself out to the point of not eating, sleeping, all that, and just absolutely destroying my immune system, it probably wouldn't have been as bad. But again, that is on me. I dropped the ball on this whole situation. But yeah, so this week I did return to work. Chocolate mint. Alright. I've been doing the vanilla Ensure, and it's okay. It is. I've been doing a lot of that. I've been doing a lot of Jello, soft fruits like grapes, blueberries, stuff like that. But yeah, no, I am under 200 pounds. I'm closer to 200 again, but I feel I'm at a healthier weight, and the plus side of this is I haven't had issues with my acid reflux in a while, so that is definitely a silver lining that I'm going to take the win for. I'm going to take the win on this. This is a very happy thing for me that has been plaguing my life for a very long time. And we have a Brim. Hello. But yeah, so I wanted to stream. I really did. I wish like if I had the energy or strength or could like get myself to it, or wake up early enough without being like, no, I need more sleep. I would have at least popped in for a little bit of a stream and kind of gave you guys the update, but it has been a rough 2 weeks, and like I said, I still have a few symptoms. There's still a lot of mucus, a lot of coughing.
Aw, you
Wilkie,
like
thank
me.
you. But yeah, so uh, that's where I've been for the past 2 weeks. It's definitely been it's normally I can play through the pain and stream when I'm sick, but this was definitely one of those. Nah, I need to. I'm gonna stay in bed. I need as much sleep as possible to get over this. So I am back. I will be returning to my what will be my normal schedule this week. It is gonna be a little bit less than what it was before. Probably not gonna be streaming on Sundays. Definitely not Thursday or Friday. So it'll definitely take a. I will take the Bezo bucks, and I will also shave my head like Bezo. We can do this. That was the thing is like I said normally.
Dex!
Damn it. Normally I can do it. This was one of the few exceptions where my brain was at least smart enough. Like no, you do not have the strength. The day after the event, I actually sat down at my computer to send as many people as I could their artwork from the thing, and even just doing that, I almost collapsed. It wasn't good. It was a bad time, and I definitely needed to. I definitely needed the 2 weeks to kind of recover. So, like I said, I'm about 89, maybe 90% better now, and I will be returning to streaming this coming week. I will be posting a schedule soon. But yeah, so yeah, I know. That is something I've always had an issue with. I myself, and what it comes down to, I'm basically a workaholic. This is why I rarely ever miss time from work. This is why I put big stuff on myself and stress myself out. It's as much as I hate it, I do love putting in the work, and a lot of times that will overshadow a lot of the common sense in voices in my head that are like, hey, you're not feeling good. Maybe take a knee, take the rest, and it's something I'm going to work on this year. I'm going to be putting a lot more uh, effort into actually taking care of myself. Yeah, basically. I to quote a 2000 my 2000 emo scene. I kind of grew up on that. We will never sleep because sleep is for the weak. No, we will never rest till we're all fucking dead. And I'm about a point where I was at a point where I'm like, okay, I might actually die now. So maybe rest is okay. Maybe rest is cool. You're not a 20-year-old anymore. Rest is cool. Hello, Nums. So yeah. I just wanted you guys to know it's not that anything that went with the top 100. It wasn't anything like. I actually was sick enough that I couldn't even pick up my phone at one point. Like I felt so bad. I didn't even tell P Love I was in the hospital. I picked up the phone for like 20 minutes in between how weak I felt and the level of migraine I had. I text her like, "Hey, I'm sorry I haven't texted you much. I am alive." That's really all I could muster up to tell them. It was it was bad. So like I over the past week have been trying to kind of get back to a lot of the messages I've got and stuff. And yeah, so we're getting there. We are almost back to where we need to be, and that is a good thing. With that said, the biggest downside of this is, and you guys like you were very sick. There's a bigger downside. I live in America where healthcare is fucking ridiculous. Uh, yeah, no, I come back and my Discord server is just absolute anarchy, and I don't know. I almost made a new one. I almost had to make a new one. Yeah, exactly. So all this stuff that I had planned for this year, which was basically the new computer, the new model, being able to afford new video games. are going to be on the back burner for a little bit because I have medical bills now, and they in the medical field is scary. I'm afraid that they will, if I don't pay them, they're going to kick in my door and give both my parents Ebola and be like, "This is what you get. Pay your bills." But yeah, so that is a current state of things. So yeah, it's gonna be a rebuilding process for me to kind of get back to where I was because I'm still not full energy. I'm still not full. I haven't had a drop of caffeine in weeks, so I don't know. I feel like this is the most unmedicated, just anything Kenta that I have ever been in my life because I've been a caffeine addict since I was a kid. I was a kid like, oh hey, look, Bum opened up a can of Coke. It has caffeine in it. When she's not looking, I'm gonna take a chug of it. Yeah, I was a precocious little scamp. Yeah. I'm definitely. I think. Between the fact that I realize I am getting older, I can't live like I'm a 22-year-old anymore. And it was kind of a smack in the face. Like, okay, maybe it's time to actually start living more appropriately, eating healthier, trying to be more active, stuff like that, and taking better care of myself because I don't want to go through this again this year. I already started 2025 with an IV drip, and if it gets worse than that this year, I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna handle it. I really don't. So I'm gonna be attempting to really take better care of myself, and hopefully that will shine through on my streams. And oh my God, Graham, thank you so much. Thank you. So yeah, that is where I've been for the past 2 weeks. I know a lot of people after the top 100 waiting for the next streams and stuff. So I pick a fight with. I don't care. Do whatever you want. I've my relationship with my mods are like much like mine with my parents. That's really unnecessary. I am back to work. I did just get my yearly raise, which was pretty phenomenal because they finally gave me my raise for the new job, and I should be fine. Like, I feel come March, I'm going to be 100% back on my feet. Like, I will be ready to make the sprint to pay off the model, get the new PC, and really just push for a better year of streaming. With that said, like I said, that was I was going to talk about this second, but I figured this was more important because I basically just went up and missing for 2 weeks, and I know I kind of explained in little detail, like, hey, I was sick, this is what happened, but I wanted you guys to understand it's not like, oh, hey, I don't have the motivation. It was, oh, hey, I think I might die if I get out of my bed right now, or, oh, hey, if I go to stream, there's a good chance within 10 minutes I am going to need to be pausing every few minutes to run to the bathroom to either throw up or worse. So it wasn't an easy thing to not stream. It's just, unfortunately, health did kind of grind my neck and say, this is what happens. This is what happens. With that said, I feel we're going to move on to the next topic because this is something that I've been dealing with a little bit since. I've been a little unhappy with some of the feedback I've gotten over the top 100. I'm very unhappy with the way that it was perceived, with the way that I had to actually go through and run this through my head because my original go through on this, it was going to be very angry, and there was going to be a lot of swearing. There was going to be a lot of basically verbal middle fingers to the people who have been messaging me, complaining about every aspect of it, that I wanted to calm myself down and talk about it like a mature, responsible adult. To start off, I'm just going to say to the people who really enjoyed it and had fun with it, and to the people who were like, hey, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna follow these new VTubers and give them. You were there for the reason this was done, and thank you for making this event what it was supposed to be. To the people who have nonstop been, oh well, this was wrong, or this was, I didn't like this, or this was confusing. You were the problem with the stream, and I want you to understand that. So let me explain. At the end of the day, there were tech issues, there was stuff that went wrong that I wasn't happy with. But at the end of the day, that was a stream I wanted to make. It was a stream that I was working on, and if people didn't like, and if you didn't like that, then to the people who've been like, oh well, this was off, and I'm gonna help next time. We can you can do it yourself. You can do one yourself and see how it works out for yourself. So with that said, I do want to talk about the known issues that I did have with it, so I can talk about it. First and foremost, I feel one of the things that a lot of people on this were complaining about to me was the ranking system, being from ranked 100 to 1. This wasn't new. The first one was the same exact thing. I did not make this like a secret. I have said from the time I announced that I'm going to be doing the top 100 that it is going to be a countdown from 100 to 1. And there was a very scientific method I did use, which down the road I will print out. I will get all the info and artwork and stuff and show you guys exactly how it was worked out. The fact is, it went in 3 phases that to basically delegate what place people are in. The first was when I opened up nominations. That was for the community to come along and put in who they wanted to see in there. That was the whole point of this, and I was like, that was the hopes and dreams of this. That was the meat and potato of this stream, was to listen to the community, and I was going to build my council to basically look into these nominations, looking to see who they were. Obviously, weed out the problematic, the inactive, the non-VTubers, stuff like that. The people who, there were people who just did not fit into what we were aiming for, and that was part 1. That was a big part of it. The more nominations people got, it wasn't like a vote or anything, but it did put a little highlight on their name, a little more weight moving forward. Which, obviously, that's a big thing. For instance, the top 3 people who received nominations were Lunaris, who, I forget what place she was, but she got about 13 nominations, which was phenomenal. Her community loved her. The next, and then before that, was the Hooligans, who received almost 60 nominations. So clearly that kind of gave them a big hint that, hey, their community loves them, they are well loved, we're definitely going to look at them a little more favorably. So after that, obviously the council, or how it was supposed to work, me and the council were going to get their info. We had like a nice little scorecard that we're using based on a whole bunch of different aspects, from how they interact with the stuff, the aesthetic of their models, overlays, the type of content, just different like special talent stuff, like little things that we would look for in kind of between, and it would be like a 1 to 10 rating on, which we didn't use it as well as we could have, but I did use it to help finalize the thing. And then the third part was obviously, oh, hello, P-Love, how are you? The third part was obviously, and this was how it was supposed to work, was the council was supposed to build the top 100. They were supposed to be the ones to basically give me the list that I would be presenting for the stream. It did not work out that way. A lot of the stuff, I kind of had to do a lot of the pushing, and I got a lot of, well, it's your stream, so whatever you... And I'm sitting there, I'm trying to be patient with them, like, no, your job here is to give me this list. Do not listen to what I'm saying. I am just one person here. And I feel a lot of it did kind of get misconstrued that it was just my stream and people just fell along into what I was aiming for. And it was a bit frustrating. But so we, between that, voting, the nominations, and the scorecard, it did become a big math project for me that gave every person on the top 100 an actual score that put them in their rank. It wasn't just something that I put together and wasn't. It was a mathematically proven thing that I was not. Like, I didn't hide. Like, half of the promotion I said is who made the list, who made number one. Should have been enough that, okay, oh, it's going to be a ranked thing. But clearly not. The next thing that really has been getting me is a lot of people like, well, why did Cinder make the list? Why was Ken, shouldn't it just been Indie or that? When I say that the top 100 was open to any VTuber, anyone, doesn't matter if they were famous, if they're just starting out, if they have 1 billion followers, or if they have 10. Any VTuber who is out there doing VTube activity was eligible. Oh, sorry. Was eligible to be part of this list. It wasn't just meant to be one small section of a VTubing community. So when people were kind of questioning, actually, I forgot to grab my drink. Let me go grab that real quick. Drink! I'm still on Gatorade because I'm still getting healthy. I'm still getting over this neurovirus. Oh, needed that. Thank you, Pilo. Thank you. But what it comes down to is people were upset that Cinder and Kenji were part of the list. I personally believe they deserve that spot. They have been doing a lot for the VTube community and for them and to really grow. So their spots on the list were earned just as well as anyone else on that list. I understand a lot of people got the wrong impression that it's just for a smaller No. It was open to literally any VTuber. Any. When I say any, I don't mean most. I mean every single... If you are a VTuber, you were eligible for this list. The only VTuber I had banned from actually being part of this list was myself. I do not want to put myself on any list I do. I feel that is a douche move. And it will never happen. It will never, ever... As long as I do a top VTuber to watch stream, I will never be on that list. Ever. So, putting Cinder, putting Kenji, putting Sanson on that list, I don't think it was a reach or anything. I think they earned the spot. I feel a lot of my community that did this. Well, I appreciate that. I feel they earned their spot, and I will stand by that. I will die on that hill against anyone who says that. So, a few more things that I do want to talk about was the tech difficulty. Yeah, there was a lot of difficulties with technical difficulties, just artwork and stuff. And I'm going to talk about this now. Most of the stuff that went wrong was caused by the fact that my computer is basically in its grandmother era, and it's on its way out. I need a new PC. Halfway through the stream, for about 2 hours of the stream, one of my monitors died. I had to try to figure out and scramble, while I had a fever and was not feeling good, how to make this work with just one monitor. It was a nightmare. And then obviously stuff with like Discord echoing and stuff. I don't know how to fucking fix it. I'll be the first one to admit it. I don't know how to I'm not good with Discord. I don't know how to fix the technical difficulties. I tinkered with it the best I could, and if it was a problem, oh well. I don't care. And then, obviously, there was stuff like missing links, artwork gone, notes, and I will take blame for this because What I should have been doing this entire time is being more forceful with the council to follow fucking directions. When I post a page saying, this goes here, and this goes here, what that doesn't mean is this person emails me this file, this person's going to DM me this one's going to post everything in one page, this person... Trying to get everything put together and numbered and placed in a way that it would work coherently was a fucking nightmare. And I will be fair. I did procrastinate getting it all set. The only reason behind that is I was more waiting to have all my artwork come in so I could just run with it all in one place, not waiting on stuff. I don't have to go through and re-edit and do stuff. And my artist was amazing, but I feel she definitely was the type where she would send me something. It was amazing. Followed by a day later, like, actually, I don't like the font I used on that, and sent me something with, like, a .0001 different font, and I'm just like, okay, you're the artist. I trust your judgment. I trust what you're doing. Just finish it and send it to me. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be God tier. This isn't I'm not a big corporate VTuber. This is supposed to be a small, intimate event, which it was not by any means. It was a lesson learned, and I will talk about that after this, because I have decided that I will be doing it a little bit different this coming year. So we're going to talk about that after all of this. But like, a lot of the tech issues were just bad organization, which I do take full responsibility for. I was the head honcho. I should have been speaking up and saying, look, this isn't okay. This isn't alright. You can't send all this shit between 32 different spots. I need everything in one spot, and if you can't do that, fuck out of here. I can't be mad at my council. They did do a lot. They did really help push this to be something bigger than it was. It just... The one thing they did not do was listen to my direction and what I wanted to have be done. But it's whatever. It is whatever. I could have said something. I did not. I didn't want... I was trying to be the Michael Scott and not the Gordon Ramsay. And I learned my lesson. And then, like I said, just shitty computer that did definitely make some issues for me. I don't know what you want from me on that, unless someone out there is nice enough and wants to buy me a better gaming PC, in that case I will send you feet pics all you want. They don't even have to be my feet. I don't care. I will travel to the other two co-hosts and get pictures of their feet while they're sleeping. I don't care. I'm a criminal. I was part of the mafia. If you think that I am not afraid to break and enter someone's house, eat all their snacks, and take pictures of their sleeping feet, you're wrong. I'll do it. I will do this in a heartbeat. I'll do it for fun. But it is what it is. So the last two things I do want to talk about are the ones that have really, really, really upset me the most. One of the biggest complaints I have heard from people is they didn't like the art. They didn't like the overlay. They didn't like how it looked. And I've had multiple people, oh, well, I'll help next time. We'll make it look better. It just looked flat. I'm going to say it right now. The overlay, the look of the top 100, was a personal choice on my behalf. It wasn't just a lazy, okay, we'll just... This is what I requested. This is what I wanted. And there were two basic reasons behind it. Number one, I wanted... What I asked for was something minimalist, simple, quick and easy to throw up, that will not distract from the fact that we're supposed to be paying attention to the VTubers we're watching. So... obviously, that's what we got, and I was thrilled with that. Number two, I want you guys to understand the level of stress I felt that last week before the actual thing. I think if it was over the top, something that people were going to be really hyping up or something, I don't think my heart could have taken it. There was so much stress and pressure on me, I probably would have keeled over of a heart attack halfway through the stream. I wanted something that was going to calm me and keep the focus on it, and that is exactly what I got. How dare these people come to me and tell me that my visual choices for this were not right? This was my stream that I wanted to do my way. If you don't like the artwork that I chose to do, that's not my problem. That is your problem, and you can do one yourself and make the overlay look however you want. I'm not here to fucking hear people put down my design choices on this. Do I make myself absolutely clear on this? Like, I don't want to come here and be this angry and be this aggressive about this, but do not fucking come into my house and pick apart how I decide I want my house to look. Period. So that one has been really just grinding my gears enough to the point where I almost pulled out and said, I'm not doing this anymore. Up till about this morning, there was not going to be a top viewers to watch in 2026. I was done with it. I was washed my hands clean, and I was so angry. Like, that's the thing. Like, if it was just something that I got off Etsy or whatever, that's one thing. But this was something I specifically and personally requested and wanted. How dare you judge my visual, like, what I want, what I find aesthetically pleasing to myself. If you don't like it, that's on you. There is one more thing that I do want to talk about. This one, it's not as big of an issue, but I do want to cover my ass on this. And I don't know if I want to pull the clip up on this one. It is true. It is true. So, towards the end of the stream, we did a Lifetime Achievement Award for a Miss Metal Rodent, where I did get a little emotional. I do have a clip of this on YouTube. I don't know if I want to share it because I don't know if I want to, but there was a reason behind this. I did say towards the beginning, my goal on that stream was to not cry. I have a weird thing about my life is when I don't feel good, when I start getting sick, I get very emotional. I do. Like, there was, like, if I'm not sick, I could have just given that presentation and been fine with it. But it was the fact that I was sick, my body hurt, I felt feverish, I was throwing up all day, that it kind of broke me down, talking about something that because clearly, obviously, Iron Mouse is a huge inspiration to me. And to do something like that and give credit to someone that I would not be here without, it definitely did, it hit me an emotional side. To be fair, 2 days later, I cried at the sea at Dragon Ball when Goku fought Chi-Chi and they ended up getting engaged. I do get very, like I said, being sick and me being emotional go hand in hand. It's always been that way. I feel if I'm sick, there's going to be a good cry. It's going to happen. It's just part of life. I owe no explanation on that, but I've watching back, I know I did upload that clip to YouTube, and it did do fairly well in terms of getting views and stuff, opposed to all my other stuff, and I just wanted to cover my ass on this and talk and say, look, I was sick and emotional because of that. So, zombie, hello. So that wasn't like me in my full right mind, and I just want you guys to know that. With that said, I know I have all year to do this, but I'm gonna talk about it. Crying when you're... It really, like, I don't know, just like because especially when I have a fever, my body hurts. I just feel like there's so much pressure on me that I don't know how to handle my emotions as well. So, a few changes I will be making for this coming one, which again we're not doing till the end of the year. So, but I figured why not talk about it now? I have the info now. I'm gonna share. So, first and foremost, I'm gonna take some things that I learned from this, and it's not gonna be a top 100. It will be a top 50. 100 was too ambitious for me. It was too many VTubers. It took up too much time. When I do this, I'd like it to be like a good 3-4 hour stream, and I feel that's much more palatable. It's something easier to deal with. So it will be 50. I'm getting, because I had enough people that threw their little temper tantrums, stomped their feet over their placement in the line. I actually did have people DM me to tell me how much of a piece of shit I am for putting them not in the top 50 or not in the top 5. That just told me that, or threw a temper tantrum because they feel like rating VTuber. You know what? Fine. You want to take the fun out of it? We'll take the fun out of it. There will be no 1 to 50. It's just going to be the top 50 VTubers to watch with no actual numbers or anything. That's how the next one's going to happen, because some people don't want Kenta to have fucking fun. I love fucking countdowns. That is why I wanted to do this. I love doing countdowns. But I also love helping. Also, to the people who did really just spill their heart and tell me how much this meant to them, and just being included meant it was a really good feeling that I think I can compromise and say, we'll just get rid of the ranks and just do a top 50. No actual numbers, no ranks, no nothing like that. So that is the first big difference. The second one, this year is going to be almost completely chosen by the community. Me and my council are going to have very little actual say in who goes on the list or anything like that. The way I'm doing this is going to be in 3 separate stages. The first is going to be your classic normal nomination, which will come probably around June, July. That is how much time I'm going to put into this one. And from there, it's basically open nomination for any VTuber, where our job will be just to weed out the people who aren't active, the people who aren't VTubers, and problematic VTubers. Because I'm going to say that there were a few VTubers that, they were nominated. They get a lot of nominations. They were hard workers, but they were problematic. Their attitude and personalities were not something that I would ever want to give credit to. So, obviously, that is a big thing. Like, at the end of the day, this is my stream, and if I see someone who is very entitled and feels like they deserve a spot and not just because they stream, I don't want to give them that credit. I don't. My goal is to give credit to the VTubers who actually deserve it. People were so bitter being retarded. All in a comment. There was so much, like the people who came to me, like, yeah, it was a great time, I had fun. They were amazing, but there were so many people that came to me, well, I didn't like how this was done, or I didn't like how it looked, or I didn't like the images, no one asked them. No one asked them for that. They didn't like it. That's tough. It was my stream, not theirs. End of the day, I was happy. For the most part, I was happy with what it was. But yeah, so that'll be the first. So from there, obviously, the council will get rid of all the inactives, stuff like that. We'll open a second round of voting with just the people who were nominated. From there, we'll move on to it'll narrow it down to 100. From there, we'll start reaching out to the 100, kind of get light information from them, just enough that we can build a little presentation around them, maybe some clips, art, just a little bit about who they are, and give them the ability to kind of take this in their hands, and be like, hey, look, you're the top 100, only 50 are going to make it, if you want this, here's a link for the voting stuff, have at it. And then basically after that, we'll narrow it down to the final 50, and we'll make the presentations and get the stream. The reason we're doing it different this way is without doing like the actual 50 to 1, I'd like to keep who's actually going to be in the top 50 a little bit of a surprise. I don't want, like, if I can keep the people who are on the list from even knowing they're on the list, but at the same time kind of have them be a little more involved with the process, I think that would be a lot of fun. I think that would be a lot of fun for me. And from there, like I said, from there, it kind of gives us the ability to work with the VTubers beforehand. We can kind of get our info beforehand. If there are people who just do not care, aren't reaching out to us, obviously, it'll help us kind of work around that. And like I said, at the end of the day, it's more... Doing this would be more based on the community. We're just going to be the ones presenting it. And I figure, like I said, at the end of the day, it's going to be easier for me. It's going to be easier for my council going into this. And it'll give me more of what I wanted with this stream. It'll be a smaller, more intimate stream where I can actually put effort into presenting the streamers. Because with 100, I really did go into this like, alright guys, we need to keep these presentations like under 5 minutes. We need to like... just from one to the next, like boom, 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 boom. I don't want to be sitting here all day. And I figure cutting it down to 50 like this, it gives me and I will be doing the co-host situation a little different this year. So I'll get into that too. A little more time to kind of just dive into them. Like, actually, like, look at the clips and pick better clips, get better art, and really have a more stable presentation to give. And not take 7 hours to do. So that is a big part of what we're moving into with this one. One of the other things that I have learned is, like I said earlier, with the first one, I went into this kind of like the Michael Scott, where I was trying to be the good boss. I was trying to be the manager of this project and just make everyone happy. And because, I figured the more they're happy, the more they're gonna work and all that stuff. I learned, I feel with something like this, I can't do that. I need to go in more of an aggressive Gordon Ramsay approach and say, this is what I want. This is how it's going to work. Either you listen to me or get the fuck out. Stitch just demands chimkin. I mean, we can get you we can get you chicken nuggets. We can get you all the chicken nuggets. Like, I hate being that I have been a boss in previous jobs where I've tried both ways, and I understand at the end of the day if I go into this thing like, look, you're posting this here, and if you don't do that, I will call you out personally. It's going to get the results I want, but I'm going to feel like a piece of shit doing it. Whereas I went into this one like, no, guys, it's cool. Oh, you need to email? No, that's fine. You can send me all this info in like 36 different locations. I'll figure it out. It's cool. Not a problem. I hate that I have to kind of go into it with a little more of a dictator mindset, but at the end of the day, this will be my stream. The first one I did, it was by myself, and I mean, it was almost what I wanted, but not really. This one, I feel I compromised a lot of what I wanted for this stream to kind of please a larger audience. And end of the day, like I said, it is a stream that, given the situations, it was what I wanted to make, but it was not the stream I wanted to make. I'm gonna be real about that. I will be completely like, given what we had and everything, I was cool with happy with how it came out, but if it happened the way that I wanted it to happen, I feel it would have been something very different. Welcome, hello. So I feel, like I said, this one, it's going to be more about really just putting my desires on how I want to do this before anything else. So that is going to be the big changes. The other big change is because it's going to be 50. I'm going to have one co-host this time, and it's not going to be like last time. This last time, I kind of let the community pick. I kind of let, and I'm not upset about Giro and Rina. Absolutely killed it. I was so pleased to have such, like, professional, talented people by my side on this. But at the end of the day, I feel like the type of work ethic between what I wanted and what was presented, it didn't go as well. Like, Giro and Rina are more, they are hard workers. They got their facts down. They did their stuff. Where I wanted to go more from my heart. Like, I didn't want it to feel like, hello, this is Cyber Zombie. She is a Cyber Zombie VTuber who does this. She plays Dead by Daylight. Beep. I wanted to go and they'd be like, alright, so this is why we love Cyber Zombie. Not only are they a very talented streamer and just with entertaining Dead by Daylight stream gameplay, the actual, and just get more into the emotional reason of why they are there. That was something that I really wanted to. Exactly. Like, I feel the more mechanical and stuff it got, the more it felt like a big corporate event, and I just didn't like it. I wanted this to be a nice, small, that which is what I'm aiming for this year. It's going to be top 50. It's not going to be ranked. It's just going to be a chill little stream, a nice, intimate, lo-fi, goddamn event. And I think that's going to be, and I'm going to pick some that I feel more has more of the same type of energy that I have to work off of for a co-host. So I feel, because one of the other big things, oh hey Capri, how are you? One of the big things that really did get me about this was with how big of an event it was and how like time constrained it was. I really didn't get the chance to do what I normally do and interact with chat, or someone actually donated $100 to the ACLU. I couldn't even like thank them because I was on such a time crunch, and we got like so many new followers. I couldn't like personally welcome them. So I do want to take this moment to all the people who did follow me from that stream or gifted me subs, or to the one person who donated $100 to Ace. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. Welcome to my channel. I am so sorry that I couldn't give you the attention that I like to give my chat in these streams during that. Okay, appreciate the extra commentary. Honestly, yeah. Oh, hello, Misa. How are you? Yes, the extra commentary makes it more. Exactly. Misa, put your oh god. Oh no. I'm being held up. I'm being stuck up. I don't want. I'm not looking for trouble. I send Brim. I send in my wild Brim. But basically, what it comes down to is, like I said, I understand there was some people who were happy with the top 100. I understand there were a lot of people that were unhappy with it, and I think I want to see this year. It's been too long. How have you been, Yame? I am so sorry. I have been dying the past 2 weeks. I've just been in bad shape. Oh my god. But yeah, so like I said, it's not going to be till later on this year, but I think let me cook with this next one. Let me do it the way I want to do it. I am going to be the dictator on this. I am going to basically say this is how it's happening, and that's it. I am doing fine. How are you doing today? But I think it'll be a much smoother, more relaxing stream, and I hope that we can definitely continue the legacy of just helping some really great VTubers get some new people in their community, because that's, at the end of the day, that's what this stream is about. That it's not about me, it's not about being a big stream, it's not about being a production. At the end of the day, the whole point of the top VTubers to watch is to give credit to the VTubers who deserve bigger communities, who deserve more love than they're already getting, and me just saying it, giving them their credit for what they're doing for the community. That's it. end of the day, that's what these streams are meant here for. So yeah, that is so like I said, I was about to after everything in people's judgments and stuff, I was ready to just be like, I'm done. I don't want to do this again. Someone else can take on this responsibility. It's too much work for me. But I think with putting it more on the community to pick the top 50, to really just say, this is what I want and this is how it's going to work, and really just setting the boundaries of what is acceptable for the council and everything, I think I can manage this one without basically destroying myself like I did this one. I know the nominees I talked to are very appreciative, and I did talk to a lot of them, and a lot of them were so appreciative. One of them that really took me by surprise, I'm gonna throw this out here. Needy, who did make partner this year, huge VTuber, was so appreciative about it, so friendly about it. I'm just like, why are you talking to me? I have 1,700 followers. I am a nobody. I am literally just doing a stream that says, hey, look at these VTubers, they're cool, go follow them. But like I said, as long as the people that we are showing off have appreciation for this, at the end of the day, I know I'm going to come back and do it again. It's not something I can just walk away from. So yeah, that is how this is all going to work out next year. There is no Riz. There is just getting over the norovirus right now. It has been exactly 2 weeks. I'm down to just a few symptoms of it, which is great, but it is rough. So with that said, that is what to look forward to. There is with that said, I'm probably not gonna play a game because I am kind of already. I'm losing steam. I'm not going to lie. I feel like I need to go lay down soon. But there is one more thing that I do want to talk about. Normally around the beginning of the year, end of the year, I do like to talk about what my plans for the year are, goals, stuff like that. I feel at some point last year, I really did get influenced by seeing growing numbers and wanted to kind of take this more into a bigger name type channel, and I think I'm gonna take a step away from that this year. Like I'm gonna leave the 2K up because I would again, to quote one of the great poets of our time, and this does apply, I promise, and that is, I just want to stay broke forever. Yeah, it's that shit no one ever said. Jeezy. The fact is, as soon as I go live, obviously I want millions here. Of course I do. I want to have a big enough community that I will look over at chat and I cannot keep up with it. I want to be up there with the greats. I do. Doesn't mean I feel I deserve it. It's something that I'm going to work towards. And that's the thing, is I'm never going to sit there and say that these type of things are things that just going live I deserve. I feel anytime I get a growth spurt or something like, it is based on me putting the work in. And that is that so at the end of the day, when I say I want growth, what I mean is I want to get better at what I do. I want to get funnier, I want to get better at video games, I want to come up with some more fun original ideas that will make people want to come here and watch. Simple as that. But with that said, I've decided that I want to take a different approach this year. I kind of want to give a little more of who I am to you guys and take a step back and not focus on selling out, but more selling me. With that said, one of the big changes I do want to make to the channel over this year is the content you guys are going to be seeing here. I'm still going to be a variety channel. I'm still going to play whatever I want, basically, but I feel one of the I'm going to be very strongly leaning towards JRPGs, because I do love JRPGs. That is where I have my most fun. And also really unknown indie games. I want to, on top of doing stuff to help smaller YouTubers grow, I want to start finding the games on Steam or Switch or PlayStation that maybe just came out. They had like a small development team. They sold for like $3.99, and maybe open more people's eyes to some potential new great games. So I'm going to put a large influence on not only helping VTubers grow, but helping small game developers get their games out there a little bit more. I understand that is kind of shooting myself in the foot, because I could just jump on every day, play Marvel Rivals, and I'd probably have 2,000 by the end of the month. Easy. Indie games, I got you. I'm in. I will be actually setting up stuff in my Discord server in the near future for people to drop their independent games and stuff that maybe people don't know about and want to kind of and are worth showing. So that will definitely be a big part of what we go through. So like I said, that is going to be moving forward, something that I'm going to do. I know, like I said, I know Twitch is a fickle thing, and there are obviously people who are going to be there like, oh, it's Kenta. I don't care what he's playing. I'm just going to come and hang out with him. And I love that. That is phenomenal, because a lot of times that is what I'll be getting to that, yes. See, that's what I want to hear, Cyber. That is absolutely what I want to hear. But I understand playing games that no one knows is going to do nothing for me growing. It's going to do nothing for me growing in terms of new viewers, but I feel it will help me grow as a streamer. Because I feel if I can do that and people can kind of get the idea, hey, Kenta's going to show me a new game that I might like, it'll definitely give me more motivation to do better at what I'm doing. So it is a personal growth thing. So that is a lot of, like, as far as content goes, it's going to be much the same. Like, obviously, when Pokemon ZA comes out, I am going to kick that door of that GameStop down, be like, give me the copy right now, put it in the bag, put it in the fucking bag. And I'm going to run home and be like, all right, we're playing Pokemon right now for the next 6 months, because I am obsessed with Pokemon. I'll be 90 years old in a nursing home, still playing Pokemon, and I see no shame in that. Obviously, I do like my monster hunting games like that, like Pokemon, Yokai Watch, Pal World, so obviously we're going to do stuff like that, too. But, like I said, I do want to start kind of nitpicking more stuff that maybe people don't know about, maybe deserves a little better, more attention, and I like that. As Yame did say, one of the big changes I do want to make this year is in YouTube. I feel right now I'm on track where I need for growth on Twitch. That I'm happy with where I am. Like, obviously I want to grow, obviously, but I want to start working on building a presence on YouTube too. Maybe once I get a new PC and I can figure out the tech aspect of it, I might do a few streams on YouTube here and there, just to kind of test the waters and do some, like, maybe do some, like, gaming here, but then go on, like, YouTube and do, like, a unarchived karaoke, or a tier list or something like that, or maybe just, like, do my games here and then do, like, my silly, like, Throne Uno streams on YouTube. So we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But the main plan going into it is it's going to be more. I'm going to make YouTube videos, basically edited, 15-20 minute reaction or whatever or what have you for YouTube, just to kind of post on there and make YouTube content that isn't what we're used to here. Because I feel with my streams, these are good for, like, a good, hangout. We're going to sit down, relax. I know not everyone in this world. Absolutely. Thank you for the alert, zombie. Not everyone in my community has the time to sit down and watch a 2 hour stream. But maybe they like me, they want to see me, and uh, again, I've said it, I'm not great at knowing when to clip myself. This is an issue that I've been trying to work out with my mods, and uh, maybe depending on if I can pull this year around financially, I might look into getting an editor, but we'll get into that a little bit more. Doing this and doing like the 15-20 minute like reaction or you laugh you lose type videos for YouTube, I feel that will cater to more of that audience that's like, hey, I don't really have that 2 hours to sit down, or hey, I'm at work when you're streaming, but I want to watch what you're doing. It'll be there on YouTube forever. It'll be 15 minutes. They can sit down and watch it on like a break or something, and it'll give more of an option to people who want to be part of this community, but maybe they can't catch streams. Maybe they don't have the time for it. I will take you up on that. I will take you up on that. But like so basically it's I will figure out like a plan for that. My plan going in on that to start is I'm going to look for maybe editors who maybe are looking for more work, maybe looking to get more experience. And my goal is to offer them a fair price to edit down a video, make it fun for YouTube, and give them all the credit in the world for editing. And just I can speak English good, I promise. Cycle through different editors to give them more of a chance to get themselves out there and get a little more experience, get a little money. I figure to start working with small editors who are trying to do like that, it's a better. It feels better for me. So that is going to be something I'm going to be doing this year. Like I said, to start this year off, I'm going to be on a little bit of a reduced schedule for now because I'm still technically getting over this nerve and trying to get back into the normal swing of life, which is fun. I think once my stomach can handle coffee again, it's game over. We're back to normal. But I tried this morning and it did one sip did not agree with me at all. So we're still on green tea. We are still on green tea. And I also I've been switching between green tea, which I found out the one I have is decaf, and I've been doing Celestial Seasonings fruit variety, which just. But yeah, so obviously at least for the next few weeks, it'll probably be like 3 or 4 days a week that I'll be streaming just to kind of get myself back into the swing of things, back with my normal everyday life. I'm hoping by April, we'll probably be back up to 4 or 5 a week. I'm probably going to be staying there for a while, doing my 5 days, giving myself 2 days. We're definitely working our way back. Right now, we are at the point where winter is over, and we just opened the pool, but the water is very cold, so I'm just kind of dipping my toes in to get myself used to it for now. But give me a little bit of time to get my health back to where it should be, get all that stuff back to where it should be. Oh yeah, it's game on. We are going hard this year. I find there have been a few things in my life that have changed over the past few weeks and have given me a little more time to flex around streaming. So I'm gonna have fun with it. That's a big deal. I actually did buy 2 games on sale on Switch that I was planning on streaming one of them today. I wasn't sure which one, but I did get Justice Chronicles and Astrun Academy, which we'll probably do this week. Full power Kenta. It's coming. It is definitely coming. Just know, like I said, I do have medical bills to pay. So for probably the first month or two, you're not going to see a lot of new, exciting content. It's going to be much the same. After that, it is going to be working on paying off
the 3.0 model. So again, not really going to be much of a growth there. But once we do the 3.0 debut, we're going into this like a Goku training arc. I've been rewatching Dragon Ball Z, and I'm ready to just fucking go all in on this. So I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm happy for this, and it's no worries. We're excited to see you. And I'm thrilled to be back. It was. I don't think you guys understand how lonely it gets when I don't get to stream. Especially with how I was sick over this past few weeks, I really didn't get the chance. I haven't had the strength to be social with anyone, so this was much needed. I needed you guys. I need you guys so much. It's sad. That is another thing that I do want to talk about, and because it's not a direct change to how the channel's gonna be run, but it could affect. During my time of being sick, I have began to realize I kind of put myself in a point where a lot of the things that I have used to keep myself entertained and stuff, my interests and stuff, they're really not where they were before, to the point where I feel I've kind of put myself in a very thin line of, oh, I have gaming, anime, and occasionally cooking. I think I do want to spend a lot of this year kind of taking time to explore more of my life and explore more things that interest me and can kind of give me more depth as a human being and more joy. So that is going to be a part of my journey this year. Like, obviously, it's stuff we'll probably talk about. But, yeah, that is something that really I do want to work on. With that said, like I said, these first few weeks are probably going to be a lot the same. We're probably doing some indie JRPGs, like little known. I do plan on at some point when I can afford it. I do want to get the remake of Dragon Quest III. That's going to probably be my first big stream of the year. Because that is another thing is I want to start doing bigger streams, at least on the weekends. So I would like to be able to sit down and do like a 5-6 hour stream playing like an RPG and really just getting the chance to hang out with you guys. So that is hopefully moving forward. I'm thinking once I can afford it, that'll be the first big stream that I can do with you guys. It was between that and they also have a pack on it, and like hear me out, and this is where my brain is right now. I can get Dragon Quest III Remaster for $60 on Steam, which that's about the going price for game. Or I could buy Final Fantasy 1 through, I think it was 6. Or I don't remember. It's Final Fantasy 1 through something for $70. I love Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy is probably in my top 5 favorite game series of all time. So I mean, it's definitely gonna came down to one of those two, but I figured, I don't know, just jumping into this where the remake of 3 being so new. Also, Tales of Grace is coming out. That's gonna be a big one. Where, like I said, this being a remake, it's newer, it's fresher, it's something that I feel I can present a little better than just being like, okay, here's Final Fantasy 1. This came out in 1988. Let's go. But yeah, so once I can afford that, we'll make that happen. It's gonna be a while though. It will be a while. I do want to say the last few streams I did between subs and bits and all that good stuff, I do know I am about to have a lovely deposit into my bank account because some of you guys are just so generous and caring. And I am so thrilled about that. So, I guess the one last big change I'm going to be making that I do want to talk about before I call it a day, I go lay in my bed and get some rest, is So, if you guys didn't notice, the Maid Kenta Redeem is live. It is 50,000. Oh, shit. I should have actually done it for Grem earlier. So, I will owe Grem a Maid Redeem later. So, the way it's going to work is 50,000 channel points to get the Maid PNG for the rest of the stream, for a whole stream, or 500 bits. However, the 500-bit thing will not start till March. As of February, from February 1st to the end, I'm going to run the last month of my ACLU Foundation fundraiser. And it's going to be 50,000 bits, or any donation over $2 to the ACLU will get the Maid outfit. I figure this way you guys are donating to a good cause and getting the Maid. So that's that's how the entire month of February is going to work. So I'm hoping we can hit that 250 goal. We are about 168 now. I feel if I start tying it to the Maid, redeem, and throwing rewards and stuff in there, I think we can do this. I think we got this. But yeah, with that said, like I said, it's just going to be a very, I'm going to be making content the way I want to be making it this year. I'm going to try my best not to focus on doing stuff solely to build an audience here, and just more doing stuff that will put me out there for the things I love, the things I want to do, which will hopefully draw in the right audience for me. And I'm going to have fun with it. So that's what to expect this year. And like I said, I will hopefully tonight be making the schedule for this coming week. I will be back to normal streaming Monday. I'm going to be taking tomorrow off. It is football season, and we are in a very pivotal part of the year. I will probably not be streaming on Sundays because of that until after Super Bowl. I don't care. I'm a football fan. So yeah, with that said, we're back. We're gonna be and we're gonna have fun with it. And I just want to thank you all for being here and sticking around while I was getting better and in bed, just so close to dead. Forgot about football. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, I know my home team is out of it. They were not. They had no hope this year. They did not look good. They already, after 1 year, lost their new coach. So, I can root on other teams. So I can root on the other teams. So yeah. So with that said, I'm gonna call it a day. And we're gonna do a raid. We got a few good people. You know what? We're gonna go raid Church of Bread. They were a big part of this. Yeah, Patriots were just garbage this year. Alright, so I'm sending you guys to Church of Bread, who was our second place in the top 100. Go give them love. They're such a sweet being. With that said, I will see you guys Monday. I'll be posting the schedule this week, probably tonight. Yeah, thanks you guys for coming and hearing me out, and I will see you guys later. Bye.